Next one is a assignment operators in Python. Assignment operator, it will assign a value to a operand. So assignment operator will be represented in Python by using equality symbol. Suppose I have written a equal to 10. Suppose I have written a equal to 10. That means it will assign object 10 to a. It will assign object 10 to a. So like this is a nothing but assignment operator in Python. So when coming to the types, first one is we can assign a object to a single variable, and second one is we can assign a object to a multiple variables, and third one is we can assign a multiple objects to a multiple variables. These are the three different types of assignment operators available. Apart from the assignment operators, we can also use in place operators, or we can call it as a shortcut operators is also we can use in Python. So the first one is a equal to, the first method is a equal to 10. That means single object will be assigned to a single variable. That means 10 will be assigned to a. So in Python, 10 will be allocated in the memory object. 10 will be allocated memory. A is pointing to 10. A is pointing to 10. And second method is A equal to B equal to C equal to 20. That means 20 object will be assigned to a multiple variables. Multiple variable. That means A gets value 20, B gets value 20, C gets value 20. That means in Python 20 location will be created, and A is pointing to 20, and B is also pointing to 20, and C is also pointing to 20. This is the second method. That means object 20 will be assigned for multiple variables. And third method is you can use A comma B comma C equal to 10 comma 20.5 comma 20.6 comma VAIT. So like this you can assign multiple objects. This is one object, this is another object, this is another object. Three objects can assign to a three variables. That means 10 will be created in the memory. A is pointing to 10, and 20.5 will be created in the memory, and B is pointing to 20.5, and VAIT will be created in the memory, and C is pointing to VAIT. So like this multiple objects can assign to a multiple variables. This is also allowed in Python. This is method 1, single object to a single variable, and single object to a multiple variables, and multiple objects to a multiple variables. So this is about assignment operators in Python. When coming to the shortcut operators, in Python, A equal to A plus 1 can be written as A plus equal to 1. A plus equal to 1. So this is a shortcut method. You can write A equal to A plus 1 as A plus equal to 1. Both will be considered as same. So interpreter will evaluate both will be increment of A value by 1. So that is shortcut method plus equal to, and also you can write A equal to A minus 1. You can write A minus equal to 1. A minus equal to 1. Similarly, A equal to A star 10. You can write A star equal to 10. Similarly, division, similarly floor division, similarly exponent, and all these operators, shortcut of operators can be used in Python. And another important point here is increment, decrement operators are not allowed, that is not available in Python. In C language, increment, decrement operators are available, but in Python, there is no increment and decrement operators. Suppose I have written print plus plus A, please print plus plus A, then it will be considered as a plus A only. Python interpreter will be considered as plus A only. That means it will be considered as a unary operator. It will be considered as a unary operator. There is no plus plus operator in Python. Similarly, there is no minus minus. It will be represented as unary minus. So these are the assignment operators available in Python. And next one is a ternary operator, or we can call it as a conditional operator. This is the operator we can use instead of if statement. So this ternary operator is also available in C language also, but the syntax is different from C language to Python. So the syntax is here variable equal to true part first we have to write, then we have to check the condition, then we have to write the else part. So this is the syntax in Python for ternary operator. So first we have to write true part, then we have to check the if condition, then we have to write the else part. So this is the ternary operator syntax available in Python. That means here you see, when coming to the example, x equal to 30 if 10 less than 20. If 10 less than 20, if condition is true, it's going to evaluate true part. If condition is false, it's going to else part. In else part, whatever statements you have written, those statements will be executed. When coming to the here, in this example, 10 less than 1, 10 less than 20, condition is true. Condition is true means it will execute true part. What is there in the true part? 30 will be assigned to x. 30 will be assigned to x. So if you write print x, you will get the value 30. You get the value 30 in this case. And also you can write a logic for finding minimum of two numbers. We can write a logic for finding minimum of two numbers. Suppose you have taken two numbers a and b. If a less than b, which one is the smallest value? A is the smallest value. So if a less than b condition is true, so it will execute true part, otherwise it will execute false part. If a less than b, so a is the minimum value, that's why in the true case you have to write a, and in the false case you have to write b. So this is the logic for finding minimum of two numbers, a and b. Similarly, we can write a logic for finding biggest of two numbers. Also you can write. For example, suppose I want to find biggest of two numbers. Suppose I have taken a is one number and b is another number. I want to find biggest of two numbers. So I will write big equal to a if a greater than b, else b. This is the logic for finding biggest of two numbers. Suppose a value equal to 10 and b value equal to 20. First it will check the condition, that is nothing but 10 is greater than 20. Condition is false. So it will execute else part, that is b will be assigned to big. Suppose I will print big. So you will get the output 20. So out of 10 and 20, 20 is the biggest number out of a and b. So that is the output we got 20 here. Now suppose I want to find biggest of three numbers. Then we have to go for nested of ternary operators. That is nothing but here you see, for example, I have taken three variables a, b and c. Three variables I have taken. Now I want to find biggest of three numbers. So we will write big equal to a if, when a will get biggest of three numbers, if a is greater than b and a is greater than c. Both conditions are true, then a is the biggest number. False means else means A is not a biggest number. Now we have to find biggest number in the B and C. That's why else again you have to use B if B is greater than C, else C. Else C. So this is the nested. This is another ternary operator in this ternary operator. This is the inner ternary operator. This is outer ternary operator. Now, for example, I have taken A equal to 10 and B equal to 20 and C equal to 30. I want to find biggest of three numbers. Here we have to check the condition. A is greater than B, 10 is greater than 20 and 10 is greater than 30. So this condition is false and this condition is also false. You will get the value false. That means it go to the else case. In else case, again, if B is greater than C, you will get the B value, otherwise you will get the C value. That's why 20 is greater than 30. 20 is greater than 30. Condition is false. Condition is false means again it will go to else part. In else part, what is there? C. So C will be assigned to big. C will be assigned to big. Suppose I will write print big. Print big. That means you will get the value 30. You will get the value 30 out of ABC values. So C is the greatest value. That's why if you print big, you will get the value 30. So this is a logic for finding biggest of three numbers using nested of ternary operators. Nested of ternary operators. So this is a nested of ternary operator syntax. First value, here you see, first value if condition is 1, condition 1 is true, it will execute first value. If condition is false, it is going to evaluate nested ternary operator. Nested ternary operator. Second value if condition is true, otherwise it will go to, else it will go to third value. Else it will go to third value. Else it will go to third value. This is inner ternary operator. This is outer ternary operator. Similarly, write a Python code to find biggest of three values. That's why I already told. A if A is greater than B, and this is the logic for finding. Already I explained biggest of three numbers. Next we will go to move on to the next last operators. Those are nothing but special operators in Python. There are two types of special category of operators available in Python. One is identity operator. Second one is a membership operator. Second one is a membership operator. Identity operator is nothing but is operator and is not operator. These are the two operators available. Identity operators available, is operator and is not operator. So is operator, what it will do? It will compare address of the two operands. If the address of the two operands are equal, then it will return true value, otherwise it returns false value. And is not operator, if both the operands addresses are not equal, then it will return true value, otherwise it returns a false value. Okay? So these are the is and is not operator. And next one is a membership operator. In operator, that means if a particular variable is available in a sequence, then it will return true value, otherwise it returns a false value. And next one is a not in operator. If the variable is not found in a sequence, then it will return true value, otherwise it returns a false value. Here the sequence can be a string or a list or a tuple. Anything can be used in a sequence. Now we will go to the examples of special operators. The first one is identity operators. When coming to the identity operators, is and is not. So it will compare, is operator, it will compare address of the two operands. Address of the two operands. For example, I have written A equal to 10 and B equal to 10. A equal to 10 and B equal to 10. Now I am checking the condition print A is B. A is B. So what will happen here? It will compare address of A, address of B. If both are equal, then you will get the output is true. Otherwise, you will get the output is false. So in Python, whenever you create 10, what will happen? A is pointing to 10. B is also pointing to same location. B is also pointing to same location. That's why you will get the output is true. Output is true. For example, I have written print A is not B. A is not B. If both the addresses are not same, then you will get the output is true. But both the addresses are same, that's you will get the output is false. Output is false. This is one example. When coming to the another example, suppose I have written C equal to VAIT and D equal to VAIT. C equal to VAIT and D equal to VAIT. Now I want to compare both the addresses are equal or not. Then you have to use print C is D. C is D. That means address of C, address of D, both are same. Then you will get the output is true. Here in this case you will get the output is true, because for string also it will create one memory location and C is pointing to VAIT and D is also pointing to VAIT. That's will get the output is true. When coming to the another example, suppose I will print C is not D. Is not D. Then you will get the output is false. Output is false. Next example, suppose you see A equal, so L1 equal to, for example, 10, 20, 30 and L2 is equal to 10, 20, 30. This is very, very important. Listen carefully. L1 equal to 10, 20, 30, L2 equal to 10, 20, 30. Now I will print L1 is L2. L1 is L2. What is the output you will get here? So address of L1, L2 equal or not equal, you will get the output false. Both are not equal. Both are not equal. So because 10, 20, 30 is one location created in the memory and L1 is pointing to that location and another location is created 10, 20, 30. Again L2 is pointing to that particular location. Both are not referring to same location. That's will get the output is false. Suppose I have written print L1 is not L2. L1 is not L2. Then you will get the output is true. Then you will get the output is true, because both addresses are not same. Both the addresses are not same. That's will get the output is true. Is not if use. If use is operator, you will get the output is false, because both are referring to different locations. Why both are referring to different locations? For primary or fundamental data types, all are immutable, but list is a mutable. That's why it will create two different locations and L1 is pointing to one location, L2 is pointing to another location. That's why address comparison we get the value false. Then suppose here you see even the contents are same but both are pointing to different locations. Suppose I want to compare the content, then what operator we have to use? We have to use equality operator. Then you have to use equality operator. That means suppose I am using L1 equal to L2. Suppose I will write print L1 is equal to L2. Suppose I write print L1 equal to L2, then you will get the output is true, because if you write equality operator, it will compare the content. It will compare the content of L1 and L2. So L1 content 10, 20, 30, L2 content 10, 20, 30. That's you get the output is true. But in the case of is operator, it will compare the addresses. Both the addresses are not same. That's you will get the output is false. So this is the difference between is and is not operators. This is very, very important. What is the difference between equality operator and is operator? Equality operator will compare the content of both the operands, and is operator, it is going to compare both the addresses. If both the operand addresses are same, then you will get the output true in the case of is operator. Okay, so this is the is and is not operator. And next one is a in and not in. So next last one is a membership operators. Membership operators in comma not in not in. So if the variable is found in a sequence, you will get the true value in the case of in. But if variable is not found in the sequence, if you use not in operator, you will get the value output is true. So now suppose I will write S equal to VIGNAN INST TITUT Vignan Institute. Suppose I have written a string. Suppose I will write print V in yes. V in yes. That means the variable V is available in the string yes or not. V is available in the S. That's why you will get the output is true. Output will get the value true. Suppose I have written print X in S. X in S. So X is a character, it is not available in S. That's why you will get the output is false. Output is false. Okay. Similarly, suppose I am using not in operator. Print V not in S. V not in S. That means the character V is not in S, but it is available in S. That's why you will get the output is false. Suppose I written print just opposite of in. X not in S. X not in S. So where X is not available in S, that's why you will get the output is true. Output is true. Just opposite of in is not in. So now we can use a not only string, we can use a list, we can use a tuple. Anything can be, any sequence can be used. Suppose I am using A equal to 10, 20, 30. Suppose I will print 10 in A. 10 in A. So 10 is available in A, yes or no? So it is available. That's why you will get the output is true. Suppose I will write print 50 in A. 50 in A, you will get the output is false. Output is false because 50 is not available in A. Because in A only we are having 10, 20, 30. 50 is not available. That's why 50 in A, you will get the output is false. Suppose I am using not in, you will get the values in reverse. You will get the values in reverse. Suppose I will write print 10 not in A, you will get the output is false. Suppose I write print 50 not in A, you will get the output is true. Just reverse, you will get the output. So this is the membership operators available in Python. This is the last topic. Thank you.